And a first down.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Cowboys.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right there, 54. There, 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the go.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's Austin. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
50 seconds to Mike. 47. Exit. Under. 57 over. Come on.
To throw is Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott able to fight through one tackle. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This is Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Elliott, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Go, get out there.
10th carry now for Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Prescott to throw on 4th. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to make.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
66, 50. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Come on. You better bring it. Check 50. Check 50.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here we go, 47.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Under. We're going to 54. Wide.
Now Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
50 seconds to mine.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
There we go, kill. Check Mike 57.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 32 on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah. Watch tight end. Gun.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go, 46. 57
From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out here in the eye. It's a keeper with Prescott. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll turn to the power game at Olawale, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. He can't hang.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it's just... It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check three, check three. Set.
11. Shoot.
Here's Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very... Very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check.
This is Mostert. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
He's crossing. He's checking cracks.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, 15. Mike, 5-4. Go down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Big.
Got it.
36.
Hey, check 22.
Check, hold up. 22. Check.
What?
Now a Bay Area native from up in Berkeley. This is Marshawn Lynch. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
54, come on, 54, that's one, that. 54, 54. Let's go, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Tempo, tempo.
On third down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Hey, tight. Under 10, under 10, 10.
21, 21.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
Hey, alert. Alert. Alert.
It's our time. Check, boys.
Stay hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
12, fellas, here we go.
That's the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. Deuce.
Hey, gun.
Kill. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
6.
Check 13.
21. Here we go.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No.
Black. I got you.
Stay at home. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I got one.
Mostert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Right there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
Here we go.
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Strip that ball.
We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Black 80.
Mike 5-4. I got it. Check.
Hey, gun.
I got you. Hey, what?
Stay hot.
Now Mostert. And across the goal line into the end end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 39, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
14. Right there, 54, right there, 54, fight.
Check 37, check 37.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
14. 40. Hey, 0.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
To throw is Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground, Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. First down, the run with Lynch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 31, Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Alert. Let's make these babies cry.
On 3rd down, Wilson gets it to Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hatchet. Hold up. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. 40. No chance.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Here we go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Push left, push left.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Go, go, go. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Mike 54.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Mike 54. That's it. 54.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 50. Go left. Let's go.
Now it's Carson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Seahawks first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Check right 54. Hey, come on, guys, 4 down.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Silver. Check. Fresno. 12. Check. Lucky. 21. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
57. Hey, orbit. Pick it up. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Yeah. 21.
And that'll set them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
I got you.
Switch.
Lock.
Mike's 5'4". Smooth. They want set.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. He's checking. Crash. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check.
2.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 65 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. D Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 0-0-0.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 15. 1st down Seahawks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12. 1st down Seahawks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Lynch. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Wilson now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down.
Four down.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Hey, alert. All go special. Good time.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, alert. You can't block me. You can't block me. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Wilson to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this return is going to be...